So hey guys, welcome again on our series of Power BI. This side Aditya Vesh from Jaipur Learning Center. So we are going to continue with the series. In this series, we are going to understand again the Power BI query editor. We are going to explore few options inside the transform window. If you have already watched the previous videos, that's great. If you have not watched it, then you have to go there and watch it again. So this is the part 5 of the series where I will be taking care of the transform window, and then after that add columns window in the Power BI query editor. Okay guys, let's go to the system and let's work on it.
Okay guys, let's move to the power. So we are at the PBI desktop now. Here let's go to the transform data and let's go to the Power Query Editor. Okay, so previously we have explored these options in the home tab. Now we are going to work on the transform part, right? So in the transform part, in the previously we have covered these things, but now let's move on to the this part which is called fill, pivot column, unpivot column, and then move and convert to the list. Let's explore these options here one by one. So the fill column, this fill option, it says if there is any null value, okay, inside your column, so you can fill it respectively with the neighbor value that you have it. If there is some empty record or empty cell in it, so we can use this option where you can see there are two options. One is the down option and another is the up option. Like if you want to fill down, it will going to take the respective upper value, and if you are going to fill up, that means from the down it's going to fill. So for that I have created two columns here, that is fill and then. So I'll explore, I will help you understand with this part here. As you can see here, we have this table where you can say region, salesperson, product and sales is there. But in the region, you can see that we have some null values. Can you all see? Yeah. So we have these null values. Now, if you want to fill these null values, and based on what, that you have this option that is called fill down, and you can fill it. अगर आप फिल डाउन ऑप्शन को यूज़ करते हैं तो देख सकते हैं जो फर्स्ट वैल्यू है वो नॉर्थ है, तो रिस्पेक्टिव ये दोनों वैल्यू क्या हो जाएंगी, नॉर्थ से फिल हो जाएंगी. देन यू हैव द साउथ वैल्यू एंड रिस्पेक्टिव ये दोनों वैल्यू क्या हो जाएंगी, साउथ से फिल हो जाएंगी. आफ्टर दैट देयर इज अ वेस्ट एंड द लास्ट टू वैल्यूज विल बी फिल्ड बाय वेस्ट. फॉर दैट उसके लिए आपको क्या करना पड़ेगा, यू हैव टू सेलेक्ट दिस रीजन कॉलम and then you have to go to the fill option, and then if you click on the fill down option, it will automatically fill it with this, that north has been 2 and 3 has been filled with north, then respectively 5 6 has been filled with south, and then you can see last two has been filled with west. Okay, that is the fill down option. That is how you are working on the fill down. It will fill your empty values where you have the null values with this respectively. Okay, then let's explore the another option where you have fill up. So up means it's going to fill up the cell values. Okay, respectively from the down it will start filling and move it towards the up. Like you can say the first value in the 9th row is null, so it will not start from here, it will start from the 8th one, and then 7 and 6 it will fill with that is it is going to fill with your Rahul, and 3 and 4 it's going to fill with Neha, and the last one is null, it will fill with Aditya. Okay, so if you use this option, you know that it has filled it. And one value is remaining null here because it started actually from the down cell. So then first value was null, because of which it could not fill it. But if you want to fill it, you can just take the another approach here, that after doing the fill up you can do the fill down as well, so that last one is filled with Rahul. Okay, so this is how you're filling your missing values here or the null values here with the help of the fill option. So this is how the fill option works. Now next is your pivot columns and unpivot columns. So pivot column says that what you can do is, first of all, why it is important, why do we have to use pivot column and unpivot column. Whenever you want to create a summary from the main table, okay, that time it's like from the rows you are creating some new columns you are creating, and you are creating the kind of a summary, you can say that example. So here it says use names in the currently selected column to create new columns. Okay, so here let's say if I have already this data set here, now you can say we have the month column. Okay, now based on the month column I want to create columns on the month. Like say I want to create a column of January, February, March, again January, February, March, like that I want to create 3 columns. So that's called pivoting. I want to pivot these. ये जो values column के अंदर है, इन हर एक value के लिए मैं एक अलग से एक नया column create करना चाहता हूँ. That is the requirement. ओके, सो आप इस कॉलम को सेलेक्ट कर सकते हो. जब कॉलम को सेलेक्ट करोगे देन यू हैव द ऑप्शन ऑफ पिवट कॉलम्स. एक बार पिवट कॉलम पे आप सेलेक्ट करेंगे, नाउ हियर it is going to open a new window for you where it will be asking use the names in the column month to create new columns. तो ये जो मंथ के कॉलम के अंदर जितने भी वैल्यूज़ हैं उस बेसिस पे एक नए कॉलम्स आपको बना के देगा. एंड देन हियर इट इज़ आस्किंग वैल्यू कॉलम्स. So what value columns? Like now you have to give the value column as well. Like based on what you want to create. Like say aggregation you want to do it or not aggregation you want to do it. Let's say we have the column here product, and if you say product, let's say if you select the product and you'll say okay, just see the output here. So month wise it has created 3 columns like 0, you can see here January, February and March, and the based on what product wise. So now here you can say wherever the product was there, now here in the January you can say the 1 has come. If the product was not there, it is giving you 0, but we are not sure what is this 1 is about. Okay, so we have to see that as well. Again you go to this pivot column. Now here you have the advanced options. What do you want? So right now the aggregation it is doing count all, but do you want to do the count all on the product? Because in the product you can say you have only the names of the product like laptop, mobile, tablets and all that you have it. So in the pivot column if you go, then here just go to the settings option. Inside the setting option go to the advanced option. Here what you can say don't aggregate, and let's see the output here. Now here you can see that it's saying that this particular sale is of in January is of the tablet, and respectively the other sale is of February is of tablet, and you have 30,000 for the January mobile you have it. So respectively you can see the names of the product here. Okay, this is called pivoting. So this is one way of pivoting we have done. On what we have done it on the based on the product. If you want to undo it, you want to do the pivoting based on something like sales, you can do that as well. Let's say month, go to this pivot columns, and now we want to do it based on the sales. What do we want to do based on the sales? Again we can select the aggregation. Let's say I don't want to do the aggregation, and let's see the output here. So this is the output that we have. So here it says that respective product that you have, and then onto those product you can see laptop is there, and in January that is 50,000 is the sale. In February 52,000 is the sale. In March you have 48,000. In again you can say respectively. This is called pivoting. Once you have done pivoting here, the next here comes the unpivot the columns. If you have like multiple columns like January, February, March and all, but you don't want these to be in multiple columns, you want them to come into a single column. Okay, and so that all these values come in a single column, and again it will become good as well as for the modeling part. In future you are going to do the modeling on the data set, I mean making connections between different tables, right? And also in future what you are going to do is, as well as you will be creating the visuals and you will be adding some filters option, but with this you will not be able to add filters. When it is unpivot, that time you can do it. You can, based on one particular column, you can do the filtration as well, but right now you can't do it. It's the kind of a summary report. So now we want to get our long table back with the help of these 3 columns. I want to create one column of the month, okay, where these values will be there. For that, what you will do is you will select these columns, respectively, whatever columns you have it, and then there is an option which is called unpivot the columns. So it's going to translate all whatever you have selected that into attribute and the value pair. I mean it will create 2 columns for you. One will be of the attribute and another column will be of the values. Attribute is your, here you can say respective these you have January, February, March, and for those whatever values are there, so 2 columns will be created. So let's say unpivoted. Now you can see you are getting this table back. Okay, where you can say the attribute column you can just name it month, and the value column it's the value, that sales value it is. So this is the January sale, this is the Feb sale of this particular product. This is how you are doing pivot and unpivot. I hope you have understood the meaning of it. It's very important in terms of the long run. Okay, most of the time people find it difficult to do the filtrations. Okay, if the data set is in multiple columns, it becomes difficult to do filter or adding the slicer onto the data set. So here what we can do is we can unpivot them, we can make a long table, and then on that attribute column we can again do the filtration. So right now what we can do is we can just rename it. We can just write month, double click on the attribute, and you will be able to rename it, and to this we can just name it as sales. So this is how we are doing it. Okay, renaming these columns. Now next is move. Move means you can change the direction, I mean the order of the columns. Like say you want the product here, so you can say you can just move it to the product at this particular center location and month at the first location. So that moment you can say left, right, or to the beginning or to the end. You want to say you want the product to be at the end, you can just make it will come at the end. You want the product to be at the beginning, it will come at the beginning. Okay, like let's say that way you can move it respectively different columns, or you can just change their orders as well. Now this option split columns, we have already worked on the split columns in the home tab. If you remember, go to the previous videos, there you have the transform window. Inside the transform you can see there is an option of split columns, and we have already explored this. So in this transform is it's working on that particular column only, you are transforming the data set. Now next here is that is the format option. So format option is for changing the case of the text. Okay, let's say you have all these texts here in right now, they are properly cleaned, this data is properly cleaned. Let's go to the untidy or unemployed data set that we have it, and inside this unemployed data set, now you can say we have some respective values which are in, let's say we have this city column, and inside the city column you can say the cases are different. Some of them are in the small letters, some of them are in the proper capital letters. So what you can do is, if you want to convert them into a case, so you can have the option here, you can convert them into a lower case. I mean all of these values which are inside this column, they all will be converted into the lower case. If you select this, now everything is into the lower case. Tomorrow if you go here and change it to the uppercase, it will be an uppercase. That means all of these values will change to capital letters. And if you are not happy with the capital letters, you have the option to change them into the capitalized, the each word. That means the first letter of each word in the selected columns will be the uppercase. Okay, so like this you can make it. Now here you can say that it's the first letter is the uppercase, and respectively you can see it for the New York as well, that first letter is the capital, and after the space again the first letter is the capital here. Okay, I hope that this is clear. And then this is again very important useful option it is to clean your data set. Otherwise it will become very difficult to get the everything into the good proper case and all, right? So we are already working on this data set. Now let's move on to the, again we have the trim option as well. So what does the trim option does, it's going to help you, that is if there are some unnecessary spaces are there before the text or in between the text or after the text, right? That's it's going to help you to remove those leading spaces. Like you can say it's going to remove the leading and trailing white spaces from each cell. Okay, so if there are unwanted spaces are available in that particular text, it will clean those text, and you can say it will just remove. Why it is important to clean the trimmed space? It is important because suppose you have this data here, and suppose like city data is here where Miami is there, and then after that Austin is there, and in between suppose Miami there is, before that there are some extra spaces are there, so Miami alignment will come somewhere here, it will not look good. Okay, the alignment will not look good because some extra spaces are also there, and later on when you have the extra space it also becomes difficult to find some particular thing, or what you can do to do the splitting or converting into a smaller substring, it becomes difficult. So it's better that we have these an extra spaces that we have, we just remove it. It also add a burden to the data set as well. Okay, the extra spaces. So whenever you'll have it, that time you can just directly go here and you can just trim it. That's it. Okay, I'll see whether we have it here. Okay, since we don't have it here, so next we have the clean option. If there are some non-printable characters, it will going to remove those non-printable characters from the your selected columns, whatever you have. The characters which cannot be printable, which cannot be printed, that will be removed. After that you have the option of adding the prefix and adding the suffix. So in this, let's say roles and designation, if you want to add something before the designation, okay, that you can also add. Like here we have the full name, and before this full name I wanted to add something, like I want to add a prefix to it, so I can add a prefix to it. You can just use this option. And what do you want to add here as a prefix? Let's say you are making them all like doctor, okay, and then enter. Now this prefix will be added here for every name. All of these are doctors now, so this has been added here. If it is an employee, you can just also write some prefix as well. And suffix here means which will come at the end of the name, that is called suffix. So here what do you want to add at the end? Like say you are saying JR, so or you can say training. So that suffix will be added here at the end for all. Okay, I hope that this thing gets clear. So it's like prefix is adding before the text and suffix is adding after that text. It is based on the requirement. Okay, it's not necessary that you will be using it, but yes, based on the requirement only you will be using it. After this, we have the option of extract, right? So what is this option of extract? Like whenever you want to extract something out of the text or whatever the number data set you have. Let's say you want to extract here in the full name or in the roles and designations, we'll say I want to extract everything before the space, whatever is there before the space, wherever the space is there, I want to just extract that thing separately. So we have this option called extract, we can use it. So it's going to extract for us the characters from the text value that we have. If you click on this, you will see lot of options are available here one by one. Now what do you want? Do you want to extract the length? So length means what is the total number of characters that you have it. Okay, so you can specify it that if you want to find the length of the selected column for each cell here, it will just give you the length here. The transformation is done on the same column itself. This is the length it is displaying you now. I mean all the text that you have, you can see the length. Right? So if you don't want that, we can just undo it. Next again we can go for the extract option. Inside this extract option, it is asking you the first characters. Also I want to make you understand that this extract option is also available to you here in the add columns. There also you can do the formatting, there also you can do the extract as well. But here the difference between the transform and the add column is that this extract is going to create a new column for you like this. It will create a new separate column, okay, of the length. Here earlier it was doing the extraction part here on that particular column itself. That is just the difference. No change is here. That is the only difference you have between the extract of, okay, we'll wait. Okay, now let's move on to this and let's explore extract some first characters. If you just click on this first character option, it will help you to get the from the left side. So you are saying that from the left side I want to extract like 3 or 4 characters like that. Suppose you are saying from the left side you want 4 characters, it will just extract the 4 characters from the left side. Okay, that is how your extract is working. Okay, one second, I'll give this example to you with the help of different data set. Let's say we have this order ID, and in this order ID you can say we have the combination of 3 information. One is the CA, then you have the year part, and then you have some serial number available to you here. And I want to extract this initial 2 digits, okay, separately, and want to create a new column here. So you can go to the add column and then you have the option of extract, and you can just extract the first 2 characters here, and you can just say I want to extract the first 2 characters. Now it has extracted for me the first 2 characters, where you can say these are the first 2 characters, that is CA and US are the only 2 characters that has been extracted for me from this order ID. Now let's say you want to extract the last character. So we have this order date example. I just want to extract from here last 4 characters. Okay, let's say last characters, just go to that, and how many characters from the end you want? I'll say 4 characters should be extracted from the end. Now you can say it has extracted for me all the years like 14, 15, 16, 17. Although there is another function to extract the years, it's just with the help of the text function I am helping you out how to extract different like from the starting or from the ending. Then here you have the range option as well. Like between the range you want to extract something out of, you can just go to this range option and you can just select it. Range option says like in between you want to extract something. It's like from the main text you are getting a substring or subtext you are getting it, a smaller part you are getting it. Okay. So here you have to specify the starting index and the number of characters. So what is the meaning of starting index? Starting index says that you have to specify the position first from where you want the number of characters. Like say in 2016 I want to specify like the character number. If you say CA is at the 1 and 2 position, this is at the 3rd position, and 2 is at the 4th position. You are saying that go to the 4th position and from there just extract 4 number of characters. Okay, like I mean it starts from the 4th character and it's going to extract how many characters, 4 characters from there. Like this is 1 2 3 4, then you can say you'll get all the years here. So if you just select it, you will get all the years here, right? So you are getting these years, but there is a small mistake that we have done it. What is that a small mistake? In this, that we have taken this starting index as 4, and then we have number of characters from there we are taking it 4. But make sure that your starting index should include your 3, that is the first letter. So we will say C3, and then after that we want to get all the characters. Now we're getting the complete thing. 3 means here it's going to start from CA is at you have first position, and then second position, then this is at the third position. But that small catch that I want to make you understand here is, if I say 0, then you will see, you will understand the meaning here. So here the catch is that your index position starts from 0. That is the catch. So from the 0 it is starting, like means the first character it is taking the index as 0, the second, this is the first, A is at the first index, this hyphen is at the second index, and at the third index you have 2 is there at the third index. So by starting it is going to take the position 0 here. Okay, that is the index position. Based on that it is separating you the middle part here, that you can see it. So now let's make it, let's go to the third index and get 3 characters, 4 characters. So we are getting the years here separately. Okay, that is how we are using the extract between them. Now you have something called as text before delimiter. Sometimes what happen, based on the delimiter as well, you can extract the text. Let's say if you have some spaces there or hyphen is there, based on that you want to extract something, you can extract it. So if you are saying text before delimiter, you can just select it and you can specify here your delimiters, whatever is the delimiter. So you are saying that this is the delimiter that you have, and in this it's going to start from the starting of the delimiter, and number of delimiters to skip 0. I mean by default it's going to take wherever the first delimiter comes, before that everything it's going to give you. Now here you can say it's going to separate out CA and US for us, and as a new column it's going to create for us. Here you can say text before delimiter, and where CA and US has been separated out for us. Now here let's move. Again go to the extract option, text after the delimiter. Now you are saying after the delimiter whatever is there, just give me that. And again you are using this hyphen and you are saying where this first one will come, after that whatever is there, just give that. If you click on that, it will give you everything after that particular delimiter. So here is the information that you can say after the delimiter it has given you everything here. Okay, that is how based on the delimiter as well we are extracting few things. Text between the delimiters, this is the last option that you have. You can select here, it can create a new column for you here, or you go to the transform one, here it will just transform this particular one. Okay, if you say extract text between the delimiters, so here you are saying what is the starting date delimiter and what is the ending delimiter. So you are saying this is the starting, this is the ending, and then you have the advanced option as well. So let's say it's a, see the output it's going to give us. So here it is giving you between these two delimiters whatever the text is there, it has given to us. So this is how we are exploring these options. So this is the transformation done on the same column itself. Earlier we were creating the new columns, so that add column option is available, from where you can create new columns as well. Then after this you have the option of parse. Parse says that you can extract rows and columns from the XML or the JSON formatted text files that you have. So for that separately I have here the JSON file as well as .xml file. So I'll go to the new source, and inside this new source in this query editor only, or at PBI desktop only, if we have XML file or we have the data in the JSON file, we can use this. So we'll go to the new source. Okay, so here we Okay, I'll do one thing. I'll just do it again here. Let me just delete this. Okay, audio was not available, so I'll just do it again for you all. So we'll go to the new source, and inside the new source, how to add the JSON file or XML file. Just go to the new source. Inside this new source, go to the more options. Then you have, let's say I want to import here the JSON file. Just go to the JSON option. Just go to the connect option. I already have this JSON file available here. Just select it and open it. The Power BI will automatically select that file, and it automatically going to read it, parse it, and will convert into the table. Right. So here you can say this has sample data has been properly parsed by the Power BI. If you observe it here, in this observation you can say what is the source that you have, this is the source that you have, and it has been converted to the table here. This is the table that you have, and this table has been converted to the different columns respectively by the Power BI. Then it has expanded to the customer. These are the names of the customer and their list. Then you have the product as well. Inside the product, it is again doing the expansion. So the JSON file has been properly expanded, and the final all of these data has been given the assigned the data type. This is how it is doing with the JSON file. Now let's move to the again a new source, and we have the option to connect the XML file as well. We'll go to this option XML file. So I'm just connecting that XML file as well here. So just select the XML dataset, whatever we have. The Power BI will again do it for us. Okay, automatically it will ask. So here in this, it is asking us, that is, let's say this is the orders dataset that we have. Just okay, and this dataset will come here. Now here you can say that order ID, customer, product, and the price, and inside the customer you have the option to expand the name and the city. If you just click on this, you can able to expand it as well, right? That you can say 2 records we have it inside this. So likewise it is doing it for us in the transform window. So if we want to parse any text is there in JSON or XML format, we can just format that. So here these are the 2 files that we have for the XML and JSON. So Power BI is able to automatically do it for us. Now let's move ahead, and inside, let's say we have this thing in the sales part. Now number column options. Inside the number column options, if you explore it, you have the option of statistics, standard, and scientific. All the numeric options are available to you here. So inside this, let's say static part, you are saying that in the statistics, what you have, all the summary options you can see. Like if you want to calculate the sum of the total sales, you can just go here and calculate the total sum of the sales. It will tell you this is the total sum of the sales is there, calculated sum. That is the step applied. Same way if you again go here, and this time you are saying that I don't want the sum, I want minimum, maximum, median, average, or like that you want, it will give you over. But it will do the transformation. But do you have any option of here to create a new column here based on the numbers, like you want to calculate one number with the another number, you want to add something to it, that option is available to you here as well. So inside this, it will add to the current column, but if you go to this option of add column here, what will do is it can create a new column for you. Say it will create a new column that will add a value to the currently selected column that you have. So if you say add, now here you can say, you are saying I'm just adding a value to it. So you're saying that I'm adding okay, like 120 to it. So it will add 120 here. You can say this is the addition it is doing on the current column. If you want to multiply it, you can also say like I wanted to multiply with some value, and you can enter a value or you can use a value in the column that you have it. Okay, so let's say I want to multiply it with 0.5, and you can say the values, it has been multiplied with the 0.5 and the respective values has been there. If you want to go here subtraction you want to do, you can do the subtraction with the value that you have. You can again go with the division or integer division or modulo or the percentage you want to calculate or percentage of. Suppose here I have based on the sales, I want to calculate the 10% of it. So I will say 10, it will just give me the 10% of this, right? This output is going to give me the 10%. So here you can say this is your 10% here, that is based on the sale we are getting the 10% here, right? Then you have the next is percentage of, like out of this you want to calculate the total percentage of every of the element here, you can just use that as well. Next you have the scientific options. Inside the scientific options you want to calculate the absolute value, power value you want to calculate, like cube, square, square root, exponent, logarithmic values or factorial values you want to create, trigonometric values you have it as well. Then you have that you want to round some values, round up or down, I mean the decimal places wherever you have, those roundings you want to do it, that also option is there for you to explore it. Let's say we have this orders, and inside this orders we have some decimal values available at some columns, right? We'll take that option. Let's say we have the profit column and I want to round this to. So to how many decimal places do you want to round? You can specify that 1 decimal places I want to round. Now all the values will get converted to 1 decimal places here after doing the rounding. So it has created a column for us, right? So we'll go to the last. You can say the column has been successfully created here. You don't want to create a column, you want to do at the transformation at the same column, that can also be done here. That is how you are exploring this round function. Then you have here what is we call it information, just to for the information whether that what is the sign of that. So if you say go to this orders, you can see here, suppose any values wherever you have some negative values. Let's say we have some negative values here inside this, and that profit values we can say somewhere negative is there, and you want to create a new column out of this based on the sign. So based on the sign it will create a new column, positive, negative, and then 0. Negative means that values are negative, positive means it's a positive profit for us, 0 means there is no profit and no loss it is. Same way what you can do is you can also go for the is even and is odd, just to create a new column whether the particular value is even or it's an odd. Next, in the next class what we are going to do is that we are going to explore this option of date, and then adding the columns based on the date column as well. So in the next video we'll meet and we'll take care of this part as well. Also we will explore these options into this, where you can say how to create some new columns like index column or based on the some conditional columns. So again the next is going to be an important topic for us, that is an ending part where we are going to cover the Power Query Editor. After that, once this Power Query Editor is done, then we'll move to the modeling view, how to do the create the models or create the relationships amongst the tables, then finally how to work with the DAX, and then how to create the report as well and formatting part as well. So guys, I request you all to stay tuned to the channel. Okay, if anyone faces any problems or wanted to add something to it, you can also comment to it. Take care guys, subscribe to the channel of upGrad Data Science. Yeah, take care, bye.